Erin Andrews won a phenomenal verdict in the peephole case in Nashville. $55 million Erin Andrews will get, but not really. She will get a huge chunk of that, though. The way the jury did this was they awarded $55 million, but apportioned it. So Michael Barrett, the pervert who was spying and videotaping her in the Marriott hotel room, will have to pay $28 million, roughly. And the Marriott will have to pay $27 million for allowing Barrett access to the room next door and giving him essentially a roadmap to that peephole. So it's a huge verdict.
We all know that Michael doesn't have $28 million.
He's not going to get it. She will get no money from him. But Erin's lawyers knew this when they went in, that they were never going to get any from him. But the fact that Marriott has to pay her $27 million is a huge victory for Erin Andrews.
You're right, Harvey, a huge victory. And of course, just like anything else like this, her lawyers will get their probably third of that money, but she's already been humiliated. She's already moved on from...
More.
Oh, 40%?
Close to half.
You think close to half?
Close to half.
Yeah, so they're going to get their chunk. You're right. But, you know, she's already been humiliated. She's moved on from it. She's on Dance with the Stars. Her career has, you know, with football, she's doing some other stuff. But all of that built up, and let's say she gets the check for $20 million, it's got to feel a little better than what you know happened up until now.
I want to talk about a couple of things that are behind this verdict. Number one, I think it's interesting. First of all, it was a unanimous verdict. It took about 6 hours, and the jury came in. That's pretty big.
And that's a lot of money for 6 people to agree to, or 12 people to agree to in 6 hours.
It's very, very much so. After the verdict was announced, a lot of the jurors hugged her. One asked for her autograph. That's kind of interesting. But the biggest thing to me is this. We know last week an executive from the Nashville Marriott was at a restaurant in Nashville with 2 of his buddies, and the 2 buddies were looking at the peephole video at the table in the middle of the restaurant, and a waitress said the 3 of them were mocking her body. Now, the executive denies that they were mocking her body. He says he told him to turn it off. Nonetheless,
they brought that up in the case.
Well, they tried bringing it up, and the jury couldn't hear it, and presumably because it was too prejudicial, which it would be. But, you know, look, jurors are always told, do not watch the news, do not read about the case. They're all told this, and I know based on everything I've seen over decades, they always ignore that. And it's irresistible for them to want to watch the news, especially when their case is being covered. And I think that's interesting, and I think it's something Marriott is going to want to get to the bottom of in terms of deciding whether to appeal the case.
Harvey, agreed, and I'll say one more thing about that. You're right about the people hugging her, the jurors hugging her on the way out, because what that shows to me is how bad they feel for her. Like, over all that testimony and her describing how it feels, and then mixed with, like you said, that guy who was watching it. Either way, he admitted to watching it, whether he told him to turn it off or not. That's exactly the point Erin was trying to make. And I think several jurors, obviously the ones that hugged her, felt that way, that this woman has to go through this every single day, that someone Googles it, watches it, and it's humiliating. And I think that those jurors probably were the ones in that jury room going, we need to give her almost all of that money she wants.
Right, because she had nothing to do with it, because like a lot of times we get these sex tapes or whatever, and they actually made it, they knew it was being made. She was a total 100% victim. This wasn't a computer got stolen, or that's bad too.
So now the question, was this the jury just trying to get a pound of flesh, or were they legitimately nailing Marriott for this? I think you could argue they're legitimately nailing the hotel for giving this stranger this information. But you know, I am positive that Marriott's going to appeal this thing.
Hi, this is Rebecca Bradley from Detroit. I just want to say I'm glad that justice was served. I don't know if there's any like legal criminal things that they're going to do about it, but
they've already done it, by the way. Already done it. Michael Barrett's already been dealt with. He pled guilty to interstate stalking, served 2 years in prison, so that's been done.
Well, at least there was, you know, she got her money, and hopefully they stop, you know, harassing her, because that can be real hard to live with in trauma.
No doubt.